we're here today with Kerry. Kerry came to work with me a few years ago, and Kerry's got a really interesting story. So she came to work on her eating monster and lost 2 stones with me, and then had weight loss surgery and went on to lose another 9.5 stones, which is really amazing. So Kerry, thank you for doing this video with me. So tell me, what made you come and see me in the first place?
Because I had a binge eating monster inside me, and if I didn't cure that, the weight loss surgery would never work.
And tell me, you named your monster, didn't you?
Yeah, nagging Norma. I gave her a name so that I could tell her to shut up and go away in stronger words. Yes. But she has a name. She still lives inside me, but we don't feed her anymore.
Very good, very good. So you had a very clear idea of what you wanted to achieve. And I tell everybody when I talk about you that exercise was never an issue for you. You loved your exercise, didn't you?
Yeah. I used to do Muay Thai boxing, even at 20 plus stone, lift weights, try to run, not very successfully. But I was yoga, you name it, I did it. I didn't like swimming, just on the grounds that I got cold a lot. I don't like being cold. But yeah, mostly it was Muay Thai boxing. I'd go Muay Thai boxing at least twice a week.
Very good. So when you first came to me, though, emotionally, psychologically, you were very low, weren't you? You were in a bad place there.
Yeah. I was looking at a photo the other day of myself, and I could actually see how sad I was. Even when I was trying to smile, the smile never hit my eyes. It never became part of me. It was, right, put the smile on, people want me happy. And I wasn't. I didn't like who I was. I didn't like what I was doing to myself. I felt ashamed most of the time, angry at myself, nobody else, just myself. And I didn't show myself much respect.
Yeah.
And that is really, really sad. But we worked together, and I learned that it's okay to have a bad day.
Yeah.
It's okay to have a good cry. You don't have to be disciplined in the right direction. The titchy step in the right direction, then it's okay.
Yeah.
You're doing better than you did yesterday.
Completely. And what I loved when we were talking a little bit earlier, I said, well, what's changed? What was missing before we worked together, before the weight loss surgery, before any of the weight loss, what was missing? And you said to me, self-acceptance.
Yeah, I would never accept myself. It wasn't just the weight. That's the thing. I've only learned that over the last few years. It wasn't just the weight that I wouldn't accept. I wouldn't accept myself as a package. You know, I learned over the last few years that I am a really smart woman.
You are?
I'm a really smart woman. I'm positive. I will help anyone. These are things to be proud of. These are things to accept. And the bad stuff that you're not so good at, like drinking water and maybe getting 7 hours sleep a night, that's okay. That's a work in progress. But I had to learn to accept it.
What's really fascinating and what's great about your story is you knew you had to sort out the psychology as well as the nutrition and the body side of it as well. You knew that the head and the body had to be aligned. So tell me, after the work we've done and after all you've been through, and won awards, and you even did a PT course, didn't you?
Yeah, that was so I could beast myself properly and safely, safely as well. Um, yeah, so I'd done my research before the bypass, and I knew I didn't get my head straight, it wouldn't work, and it'd be a waste of money, time, effort, and pain. Um, so it was working your head and then fix the body, and it worked best for me. The best results will always come when your mind's willing, your body will follow.
True, very true.
Yeah, it's just one thing that I've worked out is I am capable of anything I want to if I set my mind to it.
Fabulous, fabulous. So also tell me, we were talking a little bit about it earlier as well, that where are you now? How has life changed for you now? And what differences have you seen?
I've learnt to love myself, and self-love is not selfish. It is self-respect at its highest level. I make time to train every morning on the grounds that I'm not hurting anyone. I'm just getting up and going and train. I'm lucky enough to have a gym in my, okay, I have a shed in my garden, but it's my gym. So I get up that extra hour. So tomorrow I will be up at 4:30 because I've got to be in London early. And I train, and that sets my mindset for the day. I'm happy. I've got my training done, and that sets. But it's not just all about the training. As much as I love it, and it is who I am, there's so much more. There's
Yeah,
time where I can laugh now, and it's easier to breathe. I mean, when I had so many health conditions before. I had sleep apnea, I had what they considered asthma, I had a heart condition, what they considered. When I was opened up, they found out I didn't have asthma or a heart condition. It was a hiatus hernia that everyone had ignored because of the weight bias when you go and see a doctor.
oh, do you know, this is so true. There is a weight bias, I think, when you go to the doctor. My mother herself had a hernia and didn't get it sorted for 33 years because of the weight bias. So, but it was very dangerous. It was good that you'd had the operation because they found out all sorts, didn't they?
Yeah, because I was taking these heart tablets every single day, twice a day. You know, I didn't need them. It was all because this hernia was pushing on a nerve. I was like, I've never taken them since. Best thing is no going to sleep with a mask. Yes, that's the
Amazing.
best part of my life. Love it.
Amazing.
Do it. Do I still have disordered eating? No. If I'm honest with you, I don't have disordered eating now. I eat most things. I don't drink alcohol at all. It's a waste of calories, a waste of time, and I like to be. I don't drink at all.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Food for me is a way to fuel the ultimate goal, which is having fun.
Of course, and keeping the main thing, which is just enjoying life. But I think as well, what's really interesting is you're not a drinker now, and there's other things that you don't do, but you don't feel deprived, do you?
No, not at all. I don't miss it. You know, I will have a ginger biscuit. I don't have the whole packet.
Would you
Whereas
like
before, I had the packet and more. But no, I now go, okay, I fancy a ginger biscuit, and I'll just have one and I'll walk away from the rest. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, the only thing I completely abstain from, full stop, is alcohol, and I don't miss it. I have coffee. Coffee's good. Love coffee. Yeah, it's a different way of looking at food. I used to be so obsessed before I met you, I was completely obsessed. When's the next meal? I was so frightened of being hungry.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, after weight loss surgery, you can still get hungry, people. But it's how you manage it.
I was talking to Shell, one of the other ladies, Shell, who had weight loss surgery, and people have this illusion that you don't have to try when you have weight loss surgery. But my goodness, is that wrong? That is so completely wrong. But I want to thank you for doing this video for me, Kerry. It's been fabulous. And I like people to hear real stories. Everybody is different and everybody's had a slightly different journey. But if we get rid of the eating monster and the head is on and then the body comes into play together, it's a win situation forever, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I've been at my goal weight now since December 21. I've never stayed at goal, ever. And I am now. I don't fuss about food. I sit quite happy in a size 10, which I thought would never happen. But there's no fascination with food. There's no fear of food. And that wasn't just a monster that we tamed. It was the fear. And since I tamed that fear with you, my other real life fears have become easier every time to overcome. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I always say to ladies, if we work on something really strong, like a fear or an anger or an upset, if we work on something really strong, it affects all the others as well. So that's what the therapies I use, that's what makes it so efficient. We don't have to go through every single memory, every single fear. When we work on a big one, it will affect the others. So I'm sure a lot of ladies will resonate with your story, but thank you for doing this for me.
Anytime, honey. And thank you.